Hey, we're going to talk about back pressure today and what it really means. So it's been a term that's been thrown around for decades now. Oh, you need more back pressure, you need more back pressure. And really what we're talking about is a wave. We're talking about sound waves. And it's nothing really to do with back pressure. It's pressure wave tuning. And I think I figured out a way to explain it to you so you know how to visualize what's actually going on in that exhaust pipe. And it's super simple. You ever watch a surfer try to catch a wave? All right, so if they're sitting in the wrong spot, they're just gonna sit there and the water's gonna run underneath them, but they move 10 feet this way, 10 feet that way. Suddenly they catch that wave and they're able to ride it to shore. Well, you got sound waves that are coming in and out of your exhaust pipe all the time. When you hear the term reversion, that's that sound wave going back up the exhaust pipe. So when we put baffles in a pipe, it is essentially moving that pressure wave down the pipe or up the pipe. Why that's important is that we're not really adding back pressure. We're moving the beach. We're moving where that wave breaks. So that wave, that sound wave, can carry out of your exhaust pipe and promote scavenging. And without having that, you're just sitting there, you're not moving, and neither is your exhaust. So when it doesn't move, that's when you get a lazy throttle. That's when you get decreased torque down low. That's when you get decreased horsepower up top. And that's really all we're doing, guys. We're just pressure wave tuning, and that creates maximum velocity. So when you help that exhaust out, what that does is the overlap cycle of the cam, it promotes scavenging. So there's a moment in time, especially with performance cams, where both valves are open, both the intake and the exhaust valve is open. And when you have an exhaust system that's scavenging well, as that exhaust, the last moment before that exhaust valve is closed, it's actually pulling your fresh intake charge in through that intake valve. And it's helping kickstart that cylinder fill. So that's when we talk about scavenging, that's what it's doing. It's trying to scavenge that new charge coming into that combustion chamber through the intake valve. So this is why you have different size diameter pipes for different engine builds. One cam needs a different wavelength than another cam. That's why no two exhausts with engine builds are the same, and you can get just combination of parts that just work together. Especially with Milwaukee 8, with two valves on each cylinder on the exhaust side, it doesn't promote scavenging well. It's not like the twin cams of the Evos or anything like that, because those were a little bit easier to get to scavenge. The Milwaukee 8, you've got two different sides of that. In the cylinder head, you've got a lazy side of the exhaust port system, and you've got your side that does all of the work, basically. Now, there's times where you have exhaust moving from both, but by and large, one side of your head is working more than the other. And when you have an exhaust system that's efficient and that's promoting scavenging, that's when those things just start working together. So let's say you have, a giant cam. You put a big, long duration cam, tons of chop, but then you put a drag pipe system on that has no crossover, no baffles, no nothing. That, when you're trying to surf those waves out of that exhaust pipe, there's just nothing to carry it out. It's just a big lazy system. So you're just sitting in there in calm water floating around. All right, well, now you put something in the exhaust pipe. You put a lollipop in there, you put a baffle, you do anything to disrupt that wave, suddenly you're making that exhaust wave. You're making that exhaust pulse work. And it's gonna help down low, and it's gonna generally help up top too. Unless you're talking like top fuel bikes, that they're just putting in a massive amount of fuel out the pipe. They don't really care anything about full throttle. But those engines are purpose built, and they have tons of compression. and that is not a street engine. You're not going to get a street engine to run on the racetrack, just like you're not going to get a racetrack engine to run on the street. When they're dedicated, you're just not going to do that. You're not going to expect a pro stock bike to be idling through traffic with no problems and running smooth. It's just not going to happen. So that's where you really have to pair things correctly. So if you recently put a cam in your bike and you're realizing, you know, a lack of performance down low and it's significantly louder, you might consider just adding a baffle. If you have a dual exhaust system, typically it's going to be the right side. Put a baffle on that right side and see how it feels. I mean, a lot of times before you even tune it, you're going to feel significant gains. And then after tuning, it's that much better. So I would encourage really experimenting with that if you're really having a slow speed drivability issue after a cam installation. We'll leave that here today. So thanks for following. You've been watching Shotgun with Matt. Take care, everyone.